Hey lovies, welcome or welcome back to my channel, Extreme Tarot, where we do moon readings, pick a cards, and zodiac readings. Today we're doing a zodiac reading for the sign of Aquarius. Oh, sorry, my mic is like being weird. For the sign of Aquarius, a look into your no contact love situation. So I shuffled a song for you and it was Self-Esteem by The Offspring. I got a connecting energy card for you, and it says, embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. Let's just start with that for now. So I think what's going on here is, obviously, like from the song, there's like some self-esteem issues and also like problems, and then also like solutions. I would say that you're kind of on your own, like from what I can see looking at these, like individual process of trying to like build your self-esteem or fight through some issues that are coming up. And I feel that although you guys maybe like seek comfort from each other or know that the other one could offer you some sort of a comfort, you recognize, I think, or you just are doing it like on your own, if that makes sense. Like, embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. I feel like the separation could be triggering you right now. This is your side over here. I feel like I'm seeing that a lot of fear. And the raccoon energy, it talks about shadowy is like one of the descriptions of the raccoon energy. And yeah, like you're clearly like in the dark, maybe feeling insecure. That song, Self-Esteem, kind of details like a couple days in the life of this person's like messed up relationship. Oh, like we make plans, I wait till to go out at night, I wait till 2, then I turn out the light. This rejection got me so low, she keeps it up, I just might tell her so. I get the sense that either you've recently been feel rejected by your person, or you're thinking back on like past, or like maybe some like little rejection happened in the present and it's like making you think back on the past too, and like kind of telling yourself a story of like, oh my God, like this person, like almost like you're feeling bad about yourself because you're thinking in regards to this connection, maybe not like overall, but in regards to this connection, you're feeling like, because what's in that song? It's, oh my God, I just had it in my head. What the heck was it? Oh my God. Oh, the more you suffer, the more it shows you really care, right? Yeah. So it's like almost like you are maybe feeling like again, like there's that suffering energy. You're almost like you're always having to fight. I feel like you think your person doesn't make things easy on you. Like you feel like you're always having to like talk yourself through some rejection or some disrespectful thing. What else does that song talk about? About the other person like sleeping around. So again, you could maybe be trying to like work through your issues with this connection, and you feel like maybe you're wondering if your person is like sleeping with other people, or maybe you know that they are, or whatever it is, where it's like, because there's a part in that song where it's like she says that she wants only me, but then I wonder why she sleeps with my friends, or stuff like that. And it's also in the song about how like, oh, I took her back and made her dessert, where it's like, and then we have this trine flow energy that says harmonizes, aids, enriches, benefits, energizes, enjoys, eases. Yeah, like, okay, eases, lubricates, gifts, rhymes, supports, and indulges. Where it's like maybe you feel like, why am I always the one that's like making things easier? Like my person never makes things easy on me. Like, you know? And it's like, why does this have to be so hard? Like, why do I always have to like be the one to make this okay in my own head, or like, you know, come to terms with the way that they're acting, but like they don't ever do that for me. Like you're feeling like, I think this is very one-sided, and that it's like not an even exchange here. Like you feel like you're giving more. Um, and I feel like you do that because I feel like you do work through a lot of the things that you feel when you feel triggered and stuff, or when you feel rejected by your person. And then it's like maybe like when they do end up coming around again, or even just in your own head, if they don't come around, it's like you forgive them, you work on forgiving them and things like that. And it's like you want to make things easier for them. You don't want them to feel bad. It's coming from a good place, but there is some sort of like resentment built up here. Or I wouldn't even know if I would call it resentment. This affirmation card that you guys got was, I feel the fear, but do it anyway. Where it's like, I think, yeah, something has happened recently that's like triggered your fears and maybe made you think back on all this rejection, or whatever your relationship has been. And I think you're trying to work through the fears with the flow energy. Like you're trying to let, like, I feel like these triggering emotions are coming up and you're trying to just let them like flow through you. I feel like with this oyster energy, that was the back of the deck for your energy, because that's the second card I shuffled. I almost feel like you don't want your person to know that you're even upset. I feel like you're trying to hide it from them. Yeah, the raccoon talks about hiding. And also when I was thinking about a raccoon, it's like, I feel like you almost feel like, because you know how a raccoon is like always like digging in the garbage, almost like you're trying to, like you're digging around for scraps. Like that's like, and you're just like, I do this to myself. Like there's some sort of energy like that where you feel like you're just willing to accept scraps. And I feel like you think that you're worth more than scraps. And that's where like you're having a tough time like reconciling this relationship. But at the same time, I think that you've made a conscious decision to like embrace this connection. Like you just know how you feel. We have this my beloved energy on the bottom of the deck. Look inside yourself underneath that. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. And I feel like you, because it says, I feel the fear, but do it anyway. So I think you're in some way recognizing that. Like, is this just fear? Like, is this just, you can't really tell. I'd say you're kind of confused. And it says, my beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united, for love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. And then it says, through each other you find the missing pieces. So I think you're working on like feeling whole. Maybe like right now, it's like you're both like looking at each other, but you're kind of like curled up over here. Like I'm just imagining you like laying in bed, like feeling sad and just trying to like let this stuff flow through you so it can like just go and like float away. Like, you know, your person over here, I don't know. I feel like they're looking at this connection. I feel like they're have a complete opposite feeling about this connection right now, or something. Like they're looking at it in a very positive way. Jupiter energy, expansion. The beaver, little adorable beaver, is a water animal, and you're an earth. I think you're looking at like the facts. Like you're like looking at, not the facts, but you're looking at like the physical world of like what's going on. And I think your person's going based off of how they feel, which is like really happy. And I think they're looking at this, my big vision is the sum of the small steps I take each day. So they're looking at this as though like the whole self-esteem theme that I was talking about. Your person's, I think, trying to like build up their self-esteem. I would say, I don't want to say for you, it's like for them, but like this connection is like a factor in them like wanting to do this. They're looking at this. My big vision is the sum of the small steps I take each day. That's really funny because Jupiter / Sagittarius energy talks about like look at the bigger picture, looking at the bigger picture, looking at things that way. And the beaver is all about like the hard work that you do, like working tirelessly, like that little like detail oriented work you do like day to day, you know? And it's like, that's what this card is saying. It's like your person is very much. And then in regards to this connection, the beaver talks about like selfless service, generosity. I feel like your person is just trying to like be a better version of themselves, like a person that they're like proud to be. Like they're trying to like, and even though the beaver energy is a water energy, It's also on land. It's like the turtle yesterday that came up in my reading where it was like, ooh, sorry. They're able to like navigate between both, are comfortable in both like arenas or both landscapes, whatever. I don't know what you would call that, elements. But you're like super in the dark, and I feel like your person has just sort of seen the light. Like, you know, like they were in the dark, now you're in the dark, they're starting to see the light. Like it's like a little switcheroo or something. It's interesting. And I feel like your person's ready to like their nose to the grindstone here. And again, like I feel like they're trying to be a person that they're like proud to like look in the mirror and like think about everything they did that day and like be proud of it. And it's like that happens by taking these small steps. Like your person is, I don't want to say your person's putting in the work as if you're not, because working through these fears is a lot of work in and of itself too, you know. It's not easy to like sit there and sit with your feelings of rejection or whatever it is. I'm really getting rejection. And just a little frustration with your person, feeling like, why do you make this so hard for me? Like, I always try to make things easier for you, and all you do is make things like harder for me. Like, you can never make things easy for me. Like, maybe there's some broken promises or broken, like you feel like your person has broken their word to you or something. And it's almost like the way that this raccoon's looking over there, I feel like you wish your person would kind of like come in and just like reassure you. But at the same time, you know that like with the whole self-esteem thing, it's like, you know that like they can't, self-esteem is like a self thing. Like, you know, it's not like someone else can come and give you self-esteem. Like you have to like have your own self-esteem. And I feel like that's what you're struggling to do right now, even though maybe you are really like wishing that your person could come in and just like reassure you, and you're like, oh, if they came in, like I would feel more esteemed way about myself. But at the same time, like I think you recognize that it's not their job, and that's why I feel the fear but do it anyway. And you're really trying to work through these feelings as they come up. So all right, let's take a look and see what your person is feeling. If that sounds like your situation, let's dive into the reading. I mean, this could really be having to do with your person's work and stuff too. I was kind of getting like a money sort of an energy from this, because it's talking about being hardworking. But I feel like your person is loyal to you, and I do want to say that, because if they were like facing away towards like, you know, in the other direction, like if these two cards were flipped, you know what I'm saying, and it was like this, I would say your person's maybe loyal to something over there, but this loyalty energy is like looking right at you. So I think there is some level of loyalty that they feel towards you, even though I feel like there is a little misunderstanding going on between you two right now, or you're just in two different places. You're just, I feel like, in the shadow, so you're seeing things from that perspective, and once it like flows out and you feel a little bit better, I think you might be seeing things differently, but we shall see. All right, what is Aquarius's person's feelings towards Aquarius right now? We have Temperance. Again, they're trying to make better decisions, but we'll get back to that. Okay. Oh, okay, that's obviously way too many. What is Aquarius's person's overall energy towards Aquarius? We have the High Priestess. Oh, I just realized that's like Sagittarius energy coming out right under Jupiter. And the Chariot. Interesting, because we have the Chariot and we also had Cancer energy on the bottom of the deck here. What is Sagittarius's person's energy? Did I just say Sagittarius? What is Aquarius's person's energy? Sorry, I'm talking about the Sagittarius energy. I got confused. But maybe that Sagittarius reading I did yesterday like will resonate for you. I don't know. Because I'm kind of with the turtle and the beaver connection. Like I just read that yesterday in the book where it said that those two were the only two that were like land and water, and then like I just got that card today, so I don't know if you feel called to check that out. What is Aquarius's person's overall energy towards Aquarius right now? We have the Four of Cups. That's too many. What is Aquarius's person's overall energy towards Aquarius right now? How are they feeling towards Aquarius right now? What is Aquarius' person's feelings towards Aquarius? And the Four of Pentacles. Okay. All right. And then on the back of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups here. Again, talking about like, oh, I see Death peeking out. Hello. The Ace of Cups, which talks about self-love a lot of the time and things like that. But again, it's like through each other you find the missing pieces. I think your person does reflect on you quite a bit. I think they derive like a sense of comfort from the thought of you or the memory of you, or even like the thought of being with you one day. I feel like they're trying to center their thoughts. Again, with Temperance, we were talking about them making better choices. I feel like, again, they're trying to overall just be like a more healthy person in whatever way they haven't been healthy. So if they're already like eating good and things like that, like disregard, but like they could be trying to have better mental health, emotional health, like things like that. They could be exercising more. They could be on a diet. I don't know. There's like carrots and stuff there. Maybe like that's something where it's like with their self-esteem, they feel like they haven't been feeling the best about themselves, or they're trying to make better choices like that, or they've been just like laying around doing nothing, so they're trying to be more active, or they've been letting their thoughts run away with them, so they're trying to like meditate more to like focus themselves. Like wherever they're out of balance, could be their sacral chakra, which again talks about like your emotions, obviously, and also it's like the sexual thing. So with Temperance, maybe they're trying to like moderate certain things like that. They're kind of trying to be more balanced emotionally. If they're kind of like up and down, they're trying to just like stay calm, zen the fuck out, like Big Sean, and things like that. And like the High Priestess and the Chariot. So these are three major arcanas that we got. 5, 2, and 7, Cancer energy, Pisces energy, and Sagittarius energy. So with the High Priestess being here next to the Chariot, I feel as though they go back and forth between feeling like super sure about this and then like very like hesitant over like the next move to make. Like when I feel like when they think about this, they, like I was saying, they feel very sure about it. They can see the bigger picture and things like that, but actually getting there, actually I feel like they kind of have chosen a direction with the number 7 being here, or they're like about to, like maybe right now they're kind of like in that process of figuring out. I also feel like they are going more towards the light, like that's the way that they're gonna go. It says that way and this way, but like that's the white sign and then like the white arrow here and then the darker one there. I feel like they are moving into the light and they're like, whoa, like what's happening? I feel like they're surprised that they are. I feel like with the High Priestess, they could have spent a lot of time thinking. I feel like with these, I know it's like the Everyday Witch Tarot and a lot of them are wearing witches hats, but just with these 3 hats like that, and then there's one here too, I feel as though they're really trying to like align their mind. They're trying to be more, maybe decisive is the word, I guess. I don't know. And I also feel like there could be something going on in their family, because that's what the Beaver talked about, like family first. And the Chariot can a lot of times talk about like a mother or something like that. I feel like this is your person here. Maybe like their father or something is going through a rough time. And I don't know, like I feel like they could be trying to like help out their family. This was talking about like selfless service, generosity, and things like that. So again, I feel like they could be really like putting their energies towards like trying to be more helpful around the house or with whoever it is. Maybe their mom. We have Cancer energy here too. Their parents, whatever it is. But I am kind of getting a sense that their energy is like split between 2 different things. And I'm thinking that you're one of them, but at the same time, it's like they have to take care of their duties and responsibilities is like the vibe that I'm getting. I think they know that they've upset you to some degree, where it's almost like this little guy, which again, I'm seeing with the hat, that's making me think that this is representing your person and like this is you. And look, it's like this person's looking at 3 cups and it's like this person's trying to bring in like a cup and maybe they know that you're like, maybe you just had a fight or something, for example, where you said, I know you've been like, I don't know, banging this guy or girl or whatever it is. And like your person was just like all ready to like be like, hey, blah, blah, blah. And then like this happened, like you got in a fight or something, could be the case. And they like think that you're upset with them or just sad. Like this person, this energy is reminding me of this raccoon energy where it's like you're looking at the 3 cups. It's almost like the 5 of cups, but when like the 3 cups are spilled over, but the 2 are upright behind it, where it's almost like you're living in the past, thinking about maybe what this person was doing, unless they did just recently do it. And this person's trying to like have a new beginning here with the Ace of Cups, because we have that here as well, you know? And it's like, but right now you just, your vision, your perception's distorted by your like emotions here with the 4 of Cups. It's like you can't even like see maybe that this person's like looking at you and feeling good towards you, because you're just feeling like you're stuck in a loop in your head, and you're not able to like, I don't know, see like the positive, like you're in the shadow. Like, I mean, like I was saying from the beginning, like I really feel like you just need to be in this energy right now and you need to work through it. I think if you knew your person was really like walking in and like, hey, blah, 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 like you would probably be happy. But at the same time, I think you want to make your own peace with this situation, whatever it is, with your fears. It doesn't even have to be a real situation. Like, this isn't me being like, hey, by the way, like your person was like banging somebody else. Like, this is like something that you would have already known about and have been thinking about. And I think it's more so like something from the past. And then we have the 4 of Pentacles, where how is your person feeling about you? I feel like they feel like boxed into a corner is like the vibe I was getting, where maybe it's like they know if you said something to them like, hey, like you just keep like breaking your promises, or you keep like sleeping with other people, like, and not taking like our relationship seriously, or you keep just like holding back or whatever it is. It's like there's like validity to what you're saying. And I think they realize that, like, I think they do have some sort of guilt about it and some sort of regrets about it, and an unwillingness to sort of face the things that they've maybe done in the past. I feel like maybe you've done too good of a job, like, easing the way for them in the past, so they don't even really think they have to worry about anything, but, like, these issues are still coming up for you, so I feel like you're kind of like, you don't know what to do next, if that makes sense. Okay. So that's how I feel like your person is confused too, even though, I think I am getting mostly like a positive energy from them. I feel like you guys maybe could have a fight or something, or I don't know, like if this is like a spiritual connection, maybe they've been picking up that, you know, you've been feeling upset, or you've just haven't been talking to them as much or something like that. So I think that they're kind of afraid to like approach you now. I think they were thinking about it and now they're like afraid to like approach you, because maybe they know, I just saw deep knowing, like maybe they have some sort of sense that you're like upset with them or something. But yeah, I just feel like you're tired of like waiting for this person's scraps. And you're just kind of like, ew, like, why do you make this so hard on me? Something like that. Okay. What is your person's intentions towards you, Aquarius? Here and Now. I just heard that song. Is it Luther Vandross? Here and Now. Actually, that says, I promise to love faithfully, like, which is interesting because it's like self-esteem is like your side, and then they're like, here and now. I don't know. Like, oh, we got here. unfinished symphony and not for you. Okay. So I feel like your person, and then we have deep knowing here. All right. So again, I feel like they're interesting. Not for you, of course. That's cards like, ooh, what are they? Are they thinking that you're not for them? I don't think so, because that whole like here and now coming out first. I feel like, again, I feel like this fortune cookie is like going more towards the light. Again, I'm kind of getting a vibe like that. I'm seeing like the black and white, like with the piano keys. And I feel like, oh, again, look, this is very similar. I almost want to put this here because this looks just like that, where there's like the two signposts, past, future. Again, like your person, again, my big vision is that some of the small steps I take each day, they're trying to be in the here and now. And with the not for you, I feel like their intentions are like to cut the things that aren't for them. Like I was saying, like maybe they're dieting, or maybe they're, I don't know, just like making better decisions, like saying no, like, to certain ways of being. I don't feel like this is towards you, like not for you. They don't want to be with you. If anything, I feel like they're just afraid to come forward right now because they maybe sense your pain somehow. Unfinished symphony, again, I don't think they see this as finished at all. I think that they're really, I feel like I want to switch these. I feel like, yeah, it's more like that. Because I feel like this is more like with this energy here where they're trying to keep their life balanced. I just noticed there's like a little hand like holding like a tray up like that, keeping all like the pieces from going everywhere, trying to keep themselves balanced out, their masculine and feminine energy, and be very present to make the most of each moment, like take action in the here and now. And even though I think with this unfinished symphony, that's like maybe reminding me of your energy where they know you're just like kind of waiting on them, they feel like they can't really take any shortcuts here, and they have to kind of maybe take a step back in order to take a step forward later. Yeah, that's pretty much all I'm getting. Like, I'm not really getting any immediate plans to like come forward towards you. I feel like they're really just trying to make the best of the moment that they're in right now. And I also think they're a little bit scared to come towards you right now, or just scared of like having a conversation about anything emotional. I think if they knew they could come forward and be like, hey, what's up? They would, but they're not sure and they're kind of scared too. Oh crap, I keep forgetting to switch these back to normal. Obviously can't do it now, but I'm just going to take them. If they come out in reverse, it's because I like did that for a different reading, so just bear with me here. I'm going to keep them like upright and just look at both definitions. Okay. So how is Aquarius, this person seeing Aquarius? Student. Humility and devotion to knowledge. Openness to lifelong learning. Excuse me. And judge. Balancing justice and compassion, managing the fair distribution of power. All right. Again, here, Midas, Miser on the back. I think they feel like you're pulling back from them. Again, there's a sort of sense that you're hiding and they're trying to expand it out. Arrogance in the pursuit of destructive knowledge, unwillingness to translate knowledge into action. And the shadow side of the judge is offering only destructive criticism, misusing business, legal, or criminal authority. So I think they're almost just seeing that you're like judging them, or they know that you're like maybe judging them. And I feel like almost like this is your person and this is you. Like they feel like they're a student and they're still learning in life maybe, and that like maybe they made some bad decisions in the past, but like they don't want you to judge them based on like, I feel like this is like not really like, how are they saying you? I feel like this is like a message like specifically from your person that they don't want you to judge them based on their past actions when maybe they didn't know as much, or they were not in a great energy. Arrogance in the pursuit of destructive knowledge, unwillingness to translate knowledge into action. Like maybe they did have this deep knowing here, but they didn't act on it. They didn't do anything to build on it, even if it was like something like they knew right from wrong and they still did wrong, kind of a thing, you know? I don't know. I just feel like they're willing to accept responsibility for whatever their part, but at the same time, like, they hope that you won't judge like the person that they are now with the here and now. It's like they don't want to be judged on their past. They want to just like start today to like maybe like establish, they know that they have to establish a new foundation with you, an emotional foundation, and like probably like a physical foundation, whereas like they keep their promises and like they're with you and things like that, but they haven't done that yet. They're trying to get into a good space, so I think they can do that. I see a lot of stability here with these 2 4s coming out at the end, but it's like it's going to be hard to establish like a foundation for your relationship if you're still like throwing the past in their face every day, if that makes sense, which you maybe have very good reason to do. But they're like, I'm sure you guys like, you know, once you talk it out and have that conversation, even though I feel like your person's almost like, ugh, like they don't want to, but you know, it's like you can't just like skip to the good part either. Like they have to realize that too. I don't think you want to like harp on it. Maybe you feel like you do right now, like you're just feeling upset. I'm feeling like, again, frustrated, and like you're like begging for scraps. Like you just feel like offended or something. Like I just feel like you feel unappreciated, and why do I keep like pushing through these negative emotions for someone that just like never shows up for me? Like and those are good questions that you need to sit with, you know, and answer for yourself. But I feel like it's important to keep in mind that I think your person sees that they're taking steps towards you, even if it doesn't seem like it. I think they're taking steps like in their life to like take them closer to you and to be the kind of person that like you maybe need. So, okay. Let's get some more traits and see how your person is feeling or seeing you. Sometimes this comes up where it's like, that's how I feel like they're seeing you, and sometimes I think it's how they're feeling about themselves. So how does your person see you, Aquarius, right now? How, especially like right now, like how are they seeing you right now? Dignified. Okay. I'm almost getting the sense like of like a high horse kind of a thing. And not necessarily that your person's seeing you like that, but with that judge energy, like maybe they feel like, oh, like this I feel like they almost like appreciate that you've been so understanding and things like that, but you're like, I feel like feeling like, yeah, I have. Like, why can't you be understanding to the fact that like when you break a promise to me, it like upsets me. Like, you know, it's like, what the fuck? Like, I feel like you're just like, you don't get it. Like, I make things easier, but you don't. Even though that might not be true, that's like how you're feeling right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're just seeing it. Like, I feel like your judgment is a little out of balance here, like with that card, you know? Or, like, you see the 2 scales, one's down there, one's up there. Like, I don't think you're seeing things very clearly right now. I think you're seeing it from the perspective of your shadow, and it's just keep that in mind. You know, let the thoughts and feelings flow, but just feel like, just remember it could be temporary and like feel differently in like a few days. Old soul. How else is your person seeing you? Sweet. Pragmatic. Wise. Stoic. Okay, something I want to say is that maybe your person like not takes for granted, like, oh, they're taking you for granted, but I think they maybe take for granted the fact that you are so understanding. They're seeing you old soul, wise, pragmatic, stoic, dignified, and sweet. And it's like, it's almost like, oh, like, they're fine if I figure myself out. Almost like, not like they think they can do, I feel like you're seeing it like, oh, they think they could just do whatever they want to me because like, I'm like, I won't say anything, like, or blah, 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 like whatever, those self-esteem, like listen to that song, self-esteem, like kind of like an energy like that. Like you're seeing yourself in that energy almost. And I think your person is just like, this person's so wise, like, and I'm just like, they understand that I'm, you know, still learning and things like that. And it's like, they don't feel like they have to explain themselves to you. Maybe they feel like you just know, or that you will just like understand, but it's like too much where it's like, you're like, okay, like I understand to a point, but like, come on, like give me something to work with here. Like, I don't know what, you know, like I feel like you're frustrated. And you feel like your person, or I don't know if you feel like it, but I feel like that's another message coming through here, that your person just like, I think maybe thinks that you see into them more than you do, or you have more like clarity or insight into them. What's the word I'm looking for? More like concretely than you actually do. Like maybe you could kind of put yourself in their shoes and be like, okay, maybe they're just going through a rough time, and like kind of see where they're coming from. But at the same time, like when you don't hear from somebody or they blow you off or something, like you're like, okay, well maybe they don't care about me, like care about me at all. And it's not like that concrete, you know, like, yeah, maybe you could think that or have some sort of insights like I was saying. But yeah, with this high priestess, they're like, oh, I could just do my thing because you know what's going on over there. Like, and it's like, you're meanwhile over here like, what are you doing? Like, what is going on here? Like, I'm so upset and confused. Like, what don't you get? Like, and that whole thing, it's like, you're not making it easy. You're not making it easy on me. Okay, so let's get some advice. I almost want to get advice for you because I feel like your person, I don't know. I feel like you need the advice right now. So I'm going to get it for you guys. All right, Aquarius, what is the advice that you need? But yeah, I think your person needs to understand, even if you could get a sense for their energy, like you don't know what they're thinking, you don't know what they're feeling, you don't know what they're doing. And when you don't know, you start to like fill in the blanks and just, you know, think it could be one of many things, maybe something bad. Like, you know, like, oh, like Kiki, they're not calling me because they're like with somebody else, like they met somebody else, or they're back with that person, or they're, you know, on Tinder, like whatever, like, you know what I mean? It could be, you know, anything. So we have, maybe you're not too sensitive, you're just surrounded by assholes. So like, yeah, honor how you feel. Maybe you're right to feel this way, and maybe you're starting to get sick of this shit. If you want love, be love. And maybe this person kind of is acting like an asshole, or has done some like asshole things. Like, I mean, I wasn't there, I don't know, but like, that's for you to decide. The worst thing in life is not failure, it's regret. Let's see, what else? What is advice for Aquarius right now? It's too many. Oh my God. What is advice? Thank you. Pray to be as pretty on the outside as you are on the inside. It keeps you accountable. And what is some more advice for my Aquarius is check yourself before you wreck yourself. And then on the back it says you're a creator. Create your mood, create your day, create some love in the world. So I think that's also like a word of caution of like, yeah, if you want love, be love. Like make sure like keep yourself in check. This says pray to be as pretty on the outside as you are on the inside. Keeps you accountable. I think that's more so talking about like it might be time for some inside work here, some Reiki, subliminals and stuff like that. And just like if you're doing Reiki, like the way I think about Reiki, it's like it gets in there, kind of loosens up the gunk, like the trigger points, whatever it is, and then it like comes out and gets like washed away like with this flow energy. And then it's like I feel like subliminals kind of put something good. Can you get away from that fortune cookie? Oh my God, that's funny because we have this fortune cookie here and I have one over there. Hey, Kiki, get down. That's mine. Oh my God, excuse you. It's not for you, Kiki. Like I can't. That was so cute. What was I just saying? Oh my God, I lost it. Oh, like the subliminals help put like the nourishment back in, you know. Hey, So it's like, you know, you do the Reiki, get rid of some, you know, maybe cry, whatever it is, and then put in some goodness. Like listen to those like love frequency things. If you want love, be love. I feel like Spirit's suggesting that. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Try to like nip this in the bud, and not nip it in the bud, like forget about it, but try to deal with it. Don't just like throw it, you know, sweep it under the rug here and pretend like everything's fine. Like there's some shadowy something coming up and you need to address it, or continue addressing it if you already are. Okay, so what would your person want to say to you right now, Aquarius? What would Aquarius's person want to say to them? Your shape is my absolute fave. You get through to me when nobody else can. Again, they see you as this really wise, like old soul. So like maybe they feel like you get through to them, so you must like know it all or something. Like not like know it all, but like, oh, you got this. Like I just have to figure myself out with this student energy. I feel like they don't realize that like you're a student too, you know? I don't know, something like that I'm getting. You make me want to be better. Yeah, again, I feel like, again, how I was saying, like, this is for you, like, not like for you, but it's like, oh, look, I feel like I'm being pulled in two directions. Hello. But yeah, I feel like you are like a part of this whole process for your person. You have so many layers. You're my perfect match in every way. Meeting you changed me in so many ways. Wow. Like, all right. It's so hard for me to think right now. I'm so confused. I'm starting to understand you though. So maybe they're having some sort of like breakthrough, or that's maybe what this light is, where they're like starting to come out of the dark a little bit and just be like, woo, in action mode or something like that. Love the way you laugh. I feel like your person doesn't really think there's anything wrong. Like, I feel like whatever, like all the stuff I was talking about is literally your own shadow kind of coming up. And again, maybe that's the problem. They don't think something's wrong and that's what you're annoyed about. But I don't think that I don't know. You're such a hard worker. Again, I feel like you like inspire them because now they're in this like hardworking energy too. It's just cute. All right. Oh, okay. Wait, I'm stuck in analysis paralysis and don't know what to do. I feel like this is like coming up because of the way these 2-4 cards were here at the end and these are the last few cards. Look, I can feel your anger and pain at some point, or again, even if you had a fight and you told them, it's like they know that you're like upset. Your skin looks so soft. You've really forced me to take a look at myself. You're powerful, but you don't abuse it. And it's so hard for me to open up. I am trying. So again, they see like that they're taking steps towards you and you see as like, as if they're not. You're like upset about it right now and you're dealing with the fallout of these fears and shadows that are coming up. That's what I would say. So, woo, that was a lot. I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading and that it resonated. Thank you so much for watching it, and I will catch you in the next one, okay? Bye.